Just before this video starts, I do want to quickly say I mentioned in the video that I'm trying to get a backlog of videos up for Christmas. That didn't happen. This is the only sort of video I've got for the rest of the year. Obviously, I'll upload tomorrow for Christmas just to say thank you and whatnot, same on New Year's Eve or day. But yeah, if you haven't watched my last video, go watch that. I explain it in more depth. But yeah, no more videos until mid-January because I'm back home for the holidays. But yeah, just go watch the last video, I explain it in more detail. But yeah, on with the video. Yo guys, Ollie Titan, and today we are back with another video where it's that time of year again. I think I might put this out on Christmas Eve, to be honest. So I've got 4 other videos to record. Good. Yeah, I'll put this out on Christmas Eve. I'm going to be ranking every album I listened to this year. Obviously, in 2024, I set myself the goal of listening to 250 albums in that year to expand my music taste. I realised about halfway through that wasn't feasible, so I shortened it down to 100. And the 75 albums I listened to, we reacted to them and ranked them. And I've done that this year, except I didn't set myself a target. I just listened to albums whenever. I listened to 28 in total this year, which is not as many as 75. That's a fact. But yeah, we're going to be ranking them today. It's the same format as last year. That's what ranking out at 28 they are. Name of the album, what artist or artists contribute to the album, was it of 2025 release, what date I listened on, and which number it is in terms of chronological order. So the first album I listened to this year would have a 1 in those brackets, the last one would have 28, and my favourite song, it'll be my top 3 songs in the top 20, top 5 songs in the top 10, and the top 3 I will rank every song. And we've got the album cover on the right. So without further ado, the worst album that I heard this year, Scooty by Young Thug. I want to move on as quickly as possible. The album cover disturbs me. It was. I don't think it was inherently bad. I was just bored as fuck listening to it. It did absolutely nothing for me. Every album on here after this had at least one song I was like, yeah, I like that. This didn't. I've only put Money on Money as my favourite song because it came out before the album and I was like, oh, this is quite good. I forgot it was even on the album. And B, I probably legally can't say Ninja. Not that it was anyway, but to be honest, it's the only song I remember other than Money on Money. Just because he says the N-word about 56 times in a row. Hard R. So yeah, we're going to move on. The second worst album I heard this year, The Carter 6 by Lil Wayne. To be truthfully honest with you, I enjoyed it. It was still shit. But let me get Spotify. Do I have Spotify here? Yeah, get Spotify up on my other monitor here. The Carter 6. If we go through the songs, Welcome to the Carter is my favourite. I think Wayne Drackman performance, honestly, is great on there. Does get minus points for the AI vocal sample in the background. Bells is decent. I liked Hip Hop with Big X the Plug and whoever the other fellow was. But then you start to get, why is there a song with Jelly Roll on your album? That's minus points. Don't really remember Band from NO. Why have you got a song with Bono on your album? It sounds like it belongs on the Disney Channel. Cotton Candy was good. I thought it was a good song, although every other bar was like white girl, like something or other. And it was like, okay, we get it. Flex Up was good, I think. Island Holiday on a shock year. Didn't mind it. It's funny. It's almost funny to listen to. I didn't mind it. Loki's theme is decent. If I Played Guitar is absolutely horrible. And Peanuts to an Elephant, again, it's so funnily bad that it's almost good. But the fact that Lin-Manuel Miranda producing on that and writing it, yeah. And Ferrari, which is shite, even though it's his kid, it was still a shite song. Ave Maria with Wycliffe Jean just mumbling, hooting and hollering on the beat. Being Myself, not bad, although every time I hear the song I just wait for the before you piss me off I'll pee on myself bar. I'm just like, that's coming. It's like the one song by Trippy Wed, where he goes, I'm a lion, you're a tiger, we should make some ligers. It makes sense, actually. Ligers are real animals. But that bar's just so cringy that it actually just ruins the song for me. I can't listen to it. Moonlight Coming In was also shite, another song with this kid that was shite. Alone in the Studio with My Gun featuring MGK, which I hope I never have to hear again. Unwritten History, which was decent, but I don't think you can get away with saying I'm the greatest of all time when you've just had that album. So yeah, it had some highs for me, but the lows were quite low. So 27th, The Carter 6. 26th, Jack Boys 2. Might come as a surprise, but again, to be honest, it just didn't do much for me. I can't remember many of the songs. Vaguely remember ILMB because that was a lead single and it was like, yeah, it's fine. No Comments is my favourite because it's Don Toliver. The only song off the album it was genuinely, it's bad because my top 3 on the album was probably Shine, unironically, so yeah, just I prefer Travis Scott's solo albums so much to other work. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jack Boys 1 still decent. It's on here as well. I haven't listened to Huncho Jack Huncho yet. But yeah, I just prefer his solo work because it's just experimentally actually, does something with it. Whereas this, it was just boring. Not bad, just boring. I think these were the only 2 albums on this list that I considered bad. And I like some songs from the Carter 6, but it was still a bad album, I think. A disgrace to the Carter series, if you will. So 26th, Jack Boys 2. 25, I can't remember how I've ordered it from here on out. Dopamine by Lil Tecca. And again, I will say, not bad whatsoever. But I listened to, I ranked, what was the Lil Tecca album that released last year? I just don't even, that's WhatsApp. Where's Spotify? I can't think of one like a Dimension Portals anywhere. Lil Tecca. Plan A. I was going to call it Plan B actually, to be honest, but yeah, Plan A. It was good. There was a few songs I really like on there. It was 18 songs long, like, and then Dopamine, 17 songs long. I've just got a little bit of Lil Tecca fatigue, to be honest. It was, again, like I say, not bad. Lil Tecca, good music. It was just more Lil Tecca music. He didn't do anything incredible with this. So my favourite song was Our. Again, I forgot that was on the album, to be honest. I would have struggled picking a favourite otherwise. I think I liked Irish Goodbye, but yeah. Good music, just nothing spectacular. 24, The Lost Files by Ski Master Slum God. Technically a 2025 release, but it is all old music. Obviously, I think Ski said he's got an album coming next year, maybe even this month. He's got 11 days, like, but yeah. So again, some good songs in there, but 30-song long project. I don't really find myself coming back to any of them really, but again, it's good music. It's just didn't really pique my interest. Gone with Fatality as my favourite because I had it in my YouTube playlist before the album was released. Yeah, 24, The Lost Files. 23, Welcome to the Critternet by Critter. I listened pretty much every Critter album last year, whereas each year released 2 this year. There's one more to come. And to be honest, I just wasn't really too not impressed because again, it's good music. It's just didn't really stand out compared to her other projects. But Chandelier Shopping was a fantastic song. That was easily my favourite on the album. So yeah, that's that. Also, wait, that can't. It wasn't the 28th album I listened to this year. It was 26th, I think, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, 23. Welcome to the Critternet. 22. No One's Nice to Me by Cochise. Again, good music. It's Cochise. It's just more Cochise music, to be honest. I find only 7 songs long as well. But again, some artists I just find it's hard to distinguish the albums apart with Cochise as well. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good music. There's a reason I saw him live. But yeah, it was just more Cochise music. Do like hard drill playing though. That's why it's favourite song on there. 21. Swim School by Swim School. Their debut album. That was 27. Unfortunately, I did delay listening to this album because I think it came out end of October, and they were performing in a record store near me the day after Halloween, I think 1st November. But I was just rough as fuck on the morning after Halloween. I was like, I can't be bothered to go down, to be honest. So yeah, and I had to listen to the album beforehand as well, but yeah, unfortunately I put that off and didn't go to the record store like I did last year. Went to see Swim School in the record store, but yeah, again, good music, can't fault them. Nothing really stood out to me, to be honest. I did just pick a random song from my favourite. I think I liked On and On. But yeah, I mean, I liked all of them. It was good music, but yeah, do recommend listening to them. Small Scottish indie band. Do go listen. They're performing at Teesside Uni as well. I'm not like, what the hell? They should have let me know. But yeah, 21, Swim School. Number 20, where we should start to get 3 favourite songs from the albums. It's Jack Boys 1. Again, miles better than Jack Boys 2, I'll say. But yeah, it's 7 songs, 2 of them, at least one of them slightly redundant, which is the Ice in the Room remix. Out West is good still. Gatty is good. I mean, Jack Boys is actually just an interlude, so there's only 6 songs on here. So to rank the other 3, I'd probably go Out West, Gatty, Ice in the Room remix. But yeah, good songs. I would say really, notice all the top 3 have Don Toliver in them. Number 19, Oi by YT. My first underground UK album I listened to this year. I've been sort of getting into it. I can't remember when exactly it was, but one day when I was doing uni coursework, I just stuck on the Spotify UK Underground playlist and I found a load of artists. There's the fella called Irish fella called Courtesy, I think I found as well. Probably have to check out some more of his music, to be honest. Listened to Oi because I saw it getting critical acclaim on Twitter and opened my door into the UK Underground, and thank God it did, because you will see later on in this video. But yeah, Oi was good. I think I listened to it while I was out on a walk. Maybe? I don't know. No, I listened to it in the library when I was doing my uni work, yeah. Good album, yeah. Top 3 songs there. I mean, Black and Tan's a bit of a cop-out, but yeah, good album. 18, Conglomerate, another UK Underground. This is the 28th album I listened to this year, the final one. As you can see, 8th of December. Good music, again. No real complaints. Again, the top 2, again, bit of a cop-out for favourite songs, but that's why they're the most listened to. They're very good. So yeah, Conglomerate, 18. Number 17, I Rock, I Roll, my favourite of the 2 Critter albums this year. I remember I was listening to this in the car when went up to get a new car. And I was listening to this just in the back seat, and I did really enjoy it. Those 3 are probably the songs I come back to. what are the other two? Juggernaut. Juggernaut probably be fourth, and is it New Tricks is the other one? Because there's only 5 songs on the album, but yeah, do really enjoy these 3 songs. Abduct Me, it's the third chorus where the bass just hits, it's fantastic. But yeah, 17th, I Rock, I Roll, the second Critter album on here. Well, it's an EP, technically, this one, but yeah, nice. 16, Metro Boomin presents a futuristic summer hosted by DJ Smint, by Metro Boomin. Good music. I mean, I'm not exactly the target audience, a white northeastern British kid, where it was intended for like Atlanta people, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I got the vibe of it. It was summery. And one problem with, along with a few other albums on this list, bit bloated, I do think. But as I came back to a few of the songs, including these 3, there was a few others that I do really like as well that went into my summer rotation. Quite good. But yeah, just a little bit bloated, I think, but good music. I was realised there's what do I call it? Heroes versus Villains, that's it. 15. Homeless fella pop music. Obviously, the real word isn't fella, but I can't say the real word. I don't have any melanin whatsoever, to be honest. I'm as white as they come. Like powdered snow. But yeah, Jim Legacy album. You see, another UK underground artist, certainly not underground. Underground's more of a genre than a hierarchy, isn't it? But yeah, you can probably guess by now. Black British Music is on this list. But I thought I'd give his earlier music a go as well after listening to Black British Music. And I enjoyed this, just not as much as Black British Music. Still some very good songs on there though. I did check out Candy Rain on YouTube as well. It was a very good song. Yeah, good album, good music. I recommend it. Number 14, V by Doja Cat. Probably see by the listened on dates. I listened to this album directly after Ice Scooty on the same night. It was night and day, man. I mean, it probably made me overrate this album maybe a little bit, but listening to V after Ice Scooty was such better. I was playing Skate 3 that night as well, and I was just sitting there listening to Doja Cat play Skate 3, and I was like, oh, mate, this is sick. Again, I'm not a music critic. I don't know what I say. I was gonna say, yeah, it's a good album, good music. Some songs on here, especially Gorgeous, make me feel like a bad bitch. You know, it's Doja Cat probably top 3 female rappers for me, or female artists. I don't know if she counts herself as rapper. Who would I say is up there? Critter, SZA, Glorilla's good. Don't really know who else off the top of my head, but because I hadn't really thought about it that much. But yeah, V, good album, 2025 release. Doja Cat, nice. 13, unlucky for some, not for Pusha T, Daytona. And again, you could probably tell by this, Let God Sort 'Em Out is on this list. So I thought I'd give this album a go as well, because I keep on saying, muscle in my foot. Keep on saying the album cover. I think it's Whitney Houston's Bathroom. But yeah, what's the song? The Games We Play. That was, I think I got that on Smart Shuffle once, and I was like, oh, this is good. And then Spotify was like, oh, you like this song? Have it every single day, and sort of got tired of it. But I gave the album a go, and I'd say it's probably 4th favourite. The Games We Play. But yeah, good music, good production, Kanye, good album. 12, Blonde by Frank Ocean. This is probably a bit too low, considering Apple Music ranked this as the fifth best album ever. When I've not even got in my top 10 I listened to this year out of 28. But yeah, you see, it was quite early on it's been 8 months since I listened to the album. It has left my memory, but some of the songs I'd heard before, like Nights and Pink and White, that's why they're in my top 3. Because because I've been listening to them for longer. I've got used to them. But yeah, it is still fantastic music. I do recommend giving this album a listen. This one I listened to while on a walk. Walked along the seafront, up and down the seafront into like a car park and like an abandoned. This was during the summer. This was at like 9 o'clock at night, so it was still light. Well, the sun was just setting, and it was real nice vibes. But yeah, it's been so long since I've listened to it fully that I can't really rank it high, to be honest. But yeah, 12. Blonde probably should be higher. I don't know. 11. Who forgot 11. The Slow Rush by Tame Impala. I listened to this in the same night I listened to Jack Boys and maybe Oi. Let me just check that. Oh. Let me just check that real quick. Let's see, 29th of March. It was definitely the same night as Jack Boys. Yeah, it was the Slow Rush, Jack Boys, and I thought so. And this is clearly the best of the three albums. It's sensational music, I think. Obviously, I'd heard Borderline before. I think Breathe Deep would come on through Smart Shuffle or Song Radio or something. And then, I can't remember what song it is, I think it's One More Hour. Obviously, Don Toliver sampled it for Bandit. And I was like, you know what, probably should give this album a check out. And again, it's just good music, solid throughout. Which will be... So again, some of these albums I haven't listened to, fully. I can't remember most of the songs. I just remember it being good quality music. Like The Slow Rush, like Blonde, like certain albums t-shirt that I might be wearing right now that might be a little higher up on the list. But yeah, very good songs. Breathe Deep always gets me because I always think the song's over because there's about 3 different like beat switches or something. But yeah, very good. Should definitely check out the. I probably will check out the rest of the Tame Impala albums next year. They're releasing another one recently, haven't they? I say they. It's one guy called Kevin. But yeah, do you know Tame Impala was only one guy? Anyway, into the top 10 now. Where I have my top 5 songs from the album. And at number 10, I remember what this one is. Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler, the Creator. Don't get me wrong, very good album. Those 5 there, pretty much every song on that album it's underrated, to be honest, I think. But I still don't think it compares to his other 4 main albums. Because, to me, they have a story and a theme throughout. And I think, honestly, Chromacopia might be my favourite Tyler album because I was my best mate last year. I lived with him. Remember, we were there in his car the day Chromacopia dropped. I'd already listened to it, but then we listened to it again in the car, just driving about, and went like Tim Hortons and shit. And I was like, oh my god, yes. Then we went to the tour together, and it was sick. But Don't Tap the Glass, still great music. The more I listen to it, the more I like it. But he dropped it on a Monday morning. It was weird because I took my nan shopping, and I was in a wheelchair at the time. I was just pushing around Aldi in a wheelchair and trying to listen out for what she wanted me to grab off the shelves, but also trying to listen to the Tyler, the Creator album. And I was like, just trying to multitask. It was awful. But yeah, fantastic songs. And again, even with like Sugar on My Tongue, I remember being sort of creeped out by the song because of the music video. As I'm coming back to it, I'm like, it's just so good. But yeah, number 10, Don't Tap the Glass. Number 9, can't remember what it is. Jerk Chicken by Samwise. It's funny because I know of Samwise, another underground UK artist, but I know of him because he opened for Cochise in Glasgow when I went to see him. So it's funny that his album is actually higher than Cochise's because I hadn't heard of Samwise before the show. And I was there front barrier and he was performing them and I was like, oh, this is actually quite good. I'm going to check it out on the bus back. And I went on Spotify. He hadn't released half of them yet. So when he announced this album was coming out, And I saw some of the songs, such as Wise World. I've got a video of me singing along to Wise World because I didn't know the song at the time because they hadn't released, and I didn't know who Samwise was. But it was I say it's a Wise World, you say take it worldwide, something like that. And I saw that those songs were on the album from the get, and I was like, I've got to give this a listen. And it's a very good album. Only 7 or 8 songs long, I think, but yeah, I do really enjoy it. Again, recommend going to check it out if you haven't already. Yeah, number 9, Jerk Chicken by Samwise. Number 8, the boy who played the harp, Dave. Just phenomenal music, isn't it? Again, I feel like some of the songs you can't really come back to because they're more you should listen to them and you just think, wow, but like they're more for conveying a message than like listen to, day to day. So just like I'm not gonna listen to like Fairchild or whatever, when I'm just out and about or not on a walk, I don't want to hear, but no, I'm not speaking right, but yeah, it's just phenomenal music, isn't it, Dave? He's great, man. What can I say other than it's just phenomenal music throughout. Go check out the album if you haven't already. Number 7, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. Wore the shirt to go out last night and get pissed until 5 in the morning. Got complimented on the shirt. Had like a white collar underneath as well, and I was in my performative male era. But yeah, the second album I listened to this year, and I had no doubts about how talented Billie Eilish is, but I just remember I listened to this on a walk as well. I walked to Tesco and back, and just had this album on. I remember just thinking, wow, this is genuinely just phenomenal music, because it just is. And I can't remember most of the songs other than the top 3 I've got there, but I just remember thinking, this is just great music. I got the shirt in Primark because it was cheap, but I'm not opposed. It's not like where folk have like Ramones t-shirts and they can't name a single song by them. I have listened to the album, so I am allowed to wear this t-shirt. Yeah, number 6. Pretty sure I know what number 6 is. It's Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd, the first album I listened to this year. So it has been almost 11 months since I listened to this, which is mental. This has been pretty much here the whole year for me. And it's sort of fallen out of rotation a bit. Those first few months of the year, first 2 or 3, I listened to it so much, it was very good. I haven't listened to any Weeknd albums previously. I thought I'd give this one a check out, and again, great music. I just remember listening to The Abyss and just thinking, wow, this is just generational music, isn't it? You've got Timeless on there with Playboy Carti, which I actually listened to when it came out, so I think that's probably one of the catalysts to me checking out the album. But yeah, first album I checked out this year. It was a good one. Top 5 now. And in 5th, let me remember. In 5th place, speaking of Timeless, it's Music by Playboy Carti. I remember when it came out, folk were, there's a surprise dropped, but I remember when it came out and folk were disappointed. It's just bloated. That's the only problem with the album. It's got fantastic songs on there. If I have a look here, obviously this, I mean the Sorry for the Wait version as well, because I've got like FOMDJ on there as well. But yeah, I can name at least 10, 15 songs on there that I come back to. It's just, there's 34 songs on the album. One thing I do want to point out, Charge Them Hoes a Fee. The beat is probably one of the best instrumentals this year. But the Future just spent 4 bars moaning. Like, what are you doing? Like, it was a decent... it was a good government-mandated Travis Scott feature. Out of the 18 on the album he has. And do you understand how good the album would be to have 3 Kendrick Lamar features and none of them feature in my top 5? And to be fair, one of them is just doing ad-libs, but all those songs are good. I'd say like 75-80% of the album is good music that I would come back to. But there's 34 songs on there. I don't want to come back to all of them. So yeah. Number 5, music. Number 4, an album that is getting underrated by so many people. I can't believe folk aren't having this in their top 10, let alone their top 5. It's God Does Like Ugly by G.I.D. There's boobs on the album cover, I've just realised. That's great. This is probably my most played album at the minute, along with the one at number 2. By the way, I've already mentioned 2 albums that are in the top 3 here, so yeah, great lyricism, great music. I can't believe how much people are underrating it. It's genuinely such a good album. Again, do you understand how good the album has to be for the Clips feature to not be in the top 5? But yeah, and you understand how good the album has to be for G.I.D. to consider that Eminem verse on Animal not even worthy of the album. I completely forget he even did that, to be honest, but yeah. Number 4, God Does Like Ugly. Now my top 3 consists of 2 2025 releases, which I've already mentioned. And number 3, which is one of the reasons I went to see this person live in Glasgow this year. It's Lovesick Deluxe by Don Toliver. Wow. To be honest, I had this was peak during like early summer, like late spring, early summer. I've only really found myself coming back to the top 6, but for the sake of this video, I skipped through an album reaction to get a judge of. Honeymoon and Geronimo have come back into my rotation recently because of Smart Shuffle, and Private Landing was the first song on the album I heard because they played it in the waiting room for an open day at uni. And I was like, playing Don Toliver in the future. Why? But yeah, top 9 I'm familiar with. Then the other 11, I went back on YouTube and skipped through an album reaction. Every song's good. I don't think Don Toliver's made a bad song, genuinely. I'm 3 out of 4 albums in with him. I've done Heaven or Hell, I've done Lovesick, and I've done Hardstone Psycho. Still yet to get Octane, but I just need to do Life of Don. I still need to do Life of Don. And I've genuinely not heard a bad song from him yet. It's insane. He's in my top 3 currently. Actually, my top 3 used to have X and Juice in, but I just feel like I can't anymore. Like they're like in the if you play FIFA or FC26, like Juice and X are icon cards. You know, you can't really compare them to the gold players. But in terms of the gold players, it's Don Toliver, Lil Uzi Vert, and the Kid Laroi are my top 3 right now. Actually, you've got Trippy and Ski Mask and folk like that also in the Legends category, but yeah, that's my top 3, and honestly, I feel like Don Toliver might be top 1. I feel like I'm always going to have Kid Laroi up there because I've been there from the start from him. I remember listening to, I know it's not exactly the start, but I remember listening to Fuck Love 2 on the way back from further maths class in secondary school. Honestly, I've checked out all of his music since then. I'm pretty sure all of it. And before I forget, coming next month, I'm so excited. I've got a signed CD coming my way as well. It's gonna be. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, number 3, Lovesick Deluxe by Don Toliver. And I've already mentioned the 2 albums that are in the top 2. Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips and Black British Music by Jim Legacy. Place your bets down below before we go on. Which one's going to be number 1? Give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. So I think I swore in Chinese or something then, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, sorry if I'm out of breath. I've been talking for half an hour at this point. I've had a hangover today and I've done nothing but sit down. I also recorded the video and talked to my parents for over an hour earlier. It's also 2 in the morning, so I'd straight on my voice, try not to be too loud. Number 2 is Let's God Sort 'Em Out by Clips. Yeah, I hadn't heard of... I'd heard of Pusha T before this album came out. I hadn't heard of the Clips. I just checked it out because of the hype. I checked it on the way to Glasgow. Checked it out on the train up to Glasgow because I went to the Celtic v Newcastle and my mate watched Newcastle get battered 4-0. I listened to this on the train and I remember not really hearing much of it because I can't remember why actually, to be honest, but I wasn't really focusing to. I can't remember why I wasn't focusing on the train, but yeah, didn't really take it in the first time listening, but it's been going back, and I made a list as well of my top 32 songs of the year. I'll condense it down to top 10 for you. And spoiler, POV number 1. POV is my song of the year. The music video they released last week as well, with Five Nights at Clips, helped it as well. It's great music. Again, Chains and Whips number 5. How good does the album have to be to have that Kendrick Lamar feature? Not even in the top 4. I found myself coming back to the top 10 here. Just those bottom 3 I don't really check out. And the top 4 or 5 every day pretty much. It's what an album. And it's why I went back to check out Kendrick Lamar and Pusha T's Daytona. Oh, what's the other one as well? Is it It's All Dry? I'll probably listen to that next year as well. But yeah, Let God Sort 'Em Out number 2. And of course number 1, Black British Music by Jim Legacy. Yeah, it's that C4 being like, oh, how much did you pay it? It's just great music. There's a reason why it's been popping up on all the rap pages. He got a shout out from Wayne Rooney, which is my number 1 song on the album. It genuinely such a toss up between those top 3. I couldn't decide. I just went with that. I realised I listened to these back-to-back days as well. I remember this released on the night I was watching the Hashtag House did their drunk GTA heist, and I was watching them, and I saw this album came out, and I was like, Hashtag House go on hold, I was going to check out this album, and then summer just changed from then. Genuinely, what an album. Like I said, those top 3, my order for them changes every day. It was Sun before. I just remember I come back up here to do a reset for uni, and Sun was just playing the whole day, and it was bright out, and I was like, this it's phenomenal music. Father, to be honest, I think needed to be paired with the music video to. Oh, I've just remembered the 06 Wayne Rooney music video as well. Those 2 music videos, some of the best music videos I've ever seen. They both invoke such nostalgia about being a British kid. I mean, obviously I can't fully relate because I'm not a black British kid, but the 06 Wayne Rooney video where he's getting a match tax. I collect match tax. I still used to up until the other playing. It's with the Father music videos all being on the bus in the classroom, sort of like the late to mid to late noughties sort of vibes in the background. That looks like a Windows XP background. Playing on the Xbox 360. I can't remember. What was he playing on the Xbox 360? Black Ops 3, I think it was. Just being in his school uniform, sat on your bedroom floor playing on the Xbox 360. It just invokes those emotions of nostalgia in you, doesn't it? And it's great music to go along with it as well. Dave feature at 7. Anthony Fantano had Stick as the number 1 song of the year, full stop. I've got it at 8. Please check out this album if you haven't already. One thing I do want to mention as well, I almost did. I haven't listened to Rebel by SD Kid yet. I got about 2 songs in and I had to do something else and forgot. But he's just released a remix with Timothy Chalamet in. Why is it good? Yeah, I sing like my playlist in the shower. I found myself rapping in a Scouse accent in the shower. It's mental, but yeah, that is. You see, can't go any further. That is the last song, but that is going to be it for today's video. Um, yeah, I'm going to upload one more video tomorrow for Christmas, obviously. Just I wanted to record in advance to get whole of January boxed off while I'm back home, but it's not looking viable. I mean, to be honest, I'm going back home in less than 12 hours. I haven't slept yet and still need to record another 4 videos, but yeah, I think I'll be doing that in the morning. But yeah, Merry Christmas for tomorrow, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.